You actually can't see anything in that light.
Yeah.
It fucking hurts your eyes.
Yeah.
It's great.
This umbrella, and it just kept
Oh.
doing that thing, and I was like, I'm a walking ick right now.
Derrière, si tu veux là-bas, tu seras pas dans le charge, si tu veux, comme tu veux.
Am I gonna cry?
Perhaps not. I'm not going to give myself that much credit.
I'm not really a cry person, I don't think.
I like a fun review.
Alex, why'd
fun-
you have to be tall?
A funter view?
A fun review.
A funter view.
I mean, we'll introduce ourselves first, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Aisling.
I'm Lucy,
We're in the documentary.
and in the documentary group.
Yeah, yeah, so true, so true. Hello.
Hello.
And what's your name?
I'm Erin Lutrikisse-Finja.
My name is Sophie.
Hi, my name is Al. I do a few tongue twisters.
My name is Tessa.
Fair.
I am part of the documentary team.
Jack Murphy. Nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
I'm Chris, and I'm part of the documentary group.
So do you have tattoos?
I do. I have 4 tattoos that are all on my back.
I've one on my left elbow and one on my left, like above my ankle.
So the first one is on my back, and I got it really like a spontaneous impulse. It's a little sun. That was when I was 16, and I was in Australia, and I was like, wanted to get something to remember of the time. And then I also have one on my arm, just like a little writing. And then my last one is on my shoulder, and that's just like a little flower ornament, because I just wanted to have something like, I just want to have some flowers here. I just thought it looked really nice, but then I just chose my aunt's favorite flowers because she was just like always really supportive of me. So I was like, if I have to choose flowers, I might just choose some kind of meaning, I guess.
I don't know, actually. I kind of want one, but I don't know what I want to get.
Why do you not have any tattoos?
Well, like, tattoos are expensive, and also, like, I don't know what I want yet. Like, I always think I know what I want, and then, like, a couple of weeks later, I'll be like, actually, I don't want that.
How did you find interviewing people about their tattoos?
Really daunting at the start.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go now, so let's go.
Go.
You have tattoos?
I do!
I got this one.
Yes, loads.
9, 10, 11, 12.
I think once we got in the role, or got in the, what's the expression? Got in the swing of things.
There you go.
Got in the swing of things. I think we were both fine.
Hey, you! What do you think?
I love a tramp stamp. I'm feeling impulsive at the moment. I'd love a tramp stamp. A little butterfly up above my ass or something. Yeah.
And what does that one mean on your chest?
It's evolution. When you open your third eye, you... Yeah?
I got one tattoo here.
I do have tattoos. I have 4 tattoos. So I have the first one that I did is the Mount Fuji in Japan. Then I have flowers here and an album cover on the back of my elbow. And I have like the last one, a smoke tattoo.
The tattoo I got is it's the myth of Narcissus, the Greek myth where he like looks into the puddle and he dies because he falls in love with himself and he gets so obsessed with his own image. And the reason I got it is because when I was younger I had really, so basically from when I was like 8 I was diagnosed with just like really bad eczema, and I've had to like go to the hospital and stuff for it. And like the thing itself is fine, it's just like what it's done to me mentally and my own self-image is just like absolutely like ruined me. Like I remember I was having a conversation with my dad before, and he was like, oh, like you used to be such a happy kid until like you were like 7 or 8, and then something just kind of broke. And I was like, yeah, I know. I wanted to get a tattoo for ages, but I was really scared that it would like my skin would react to it. So I guess it was kind of selfish in a way, but like when I heard we were doing a documentary, I was like, it would be so cool to like video myself getting a tattoo, or video someone getting a tattoo, and I was like, why don't I just do it myself and see what happens?
So I got this tattoo. It was like the biggest kind of tattoo I had. So it was like, you know, the bigger it is, the more like scarier it is. Kind of like you can't really hide it that much. But like it was like super important to me because I'm like now I'm in college and I'm doing like cool projects and all. It's like when I lived in Asia, I was like always surrounded kind of by temples and all this, like in Japan or in Taiwan, and like seeing all like the incense and everything, and I was like thinking about like my parents every time since I'm like a kid for like incense, and just like for me to have like good luck, good fortune, like good grades, good future, and like having one that's like always like kind of burning on my skin kind of, I feel like it's a good thing to remember that like I'm lucky to have that like the life I have right now, and like yeah, just to remember good memories. Yeah.
I hate looking in the mirror. Like I find it really, really difficult. So then I got the myth of Narcissus, because like obviously he gets so obsessed with looking at himself in the mirror that like he dies. So it's kind of like don't care as much is what my takeaway from it is. I think it's kind of like representing a little bit of you visually. Do you know, like it's a way for people to look at you and understand a little bit about you before even talking to you, which I think is kind of interesting.
But then I like the idea of, you know, telling a story kind of on your body, and you see like you can get to know kind of a person if you see what they have tattooed.
I feel like I have more to tell about myself, which is nice, especially when there are like times where you get kind of like, I don't know, not bored of yourself, but more like you want a new part for yourself. So it's like you just add little parts of yourself, and if you have a little story to tell, I like that. I like, you know, when people ask about the tattoos I have and ask about the stories, and then I have like cute little stories to tell. So it definitely makes me feel better in that way, where I'm like, I show where I've been in my life, I show what I've done in my life. So yeah, it definitely changes that view of myself in that regard.
Tattoos are always going to be tied up in, oh, this was a thing I love. They're always going to be super nostalgic.
Yeah.
This was something that I cared enough to put on my body forever. So there's always going to be some like even if it was silly, goofy, fun, you'd be like, that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like time flies. They're like a way to measure time. They're a way to express your feelings. I don't think necessarily they're a way to like freeze yourself in time. I think they're more about recognizing who you were when you got it, or I don't know, capturing essence of who you were at that time and immortalizing it, just having it forever.
I was so pleasantly surprised by the amount of like actual meaning behind tattoos.
Yeah,
you know, like I remember the first like 3 people we interviewed had some lovely story about the meanings of their tattoos, and I didn't expect that at all. I thought it would take us at least 10 people to find something meaningful or like worth talking about or thinking about. But it was like straight away.
I have 2 bumblebees, a queen bee and a worker bee.
Okay, why do you have those?
It's kind of, my mom passed away about 2 years ago, so I got them in kind of memory of her because she loves gardening, and also the fact that the worker bees follow the queen bees. It's kind of like
lovely.
Yeah.
I think this one would be my favourite, this one here.
And why is that your favourite?
It's a lyric from a Harry Styles song, but it's actually like that specific sentence just means a lot to me.
And would you ever get like something else, like another tattoo?
Definitely, my dad hates tattoos, so he wouldn't be very happy with me if I got another one, but I'm definitely planning on getting another one.
Funny thing is, actually, I got my parents hooked on tattoos as well, because they both didn't have any tattoos before. And then they saw me like getting a bunch and they were like, oh, it's actually really cool. So both of my parents got tattoos now. And my mom wants to get even more. So they were like, yeah, you kind of got us hooked.
My parents have always been very anti-tattoo. Like, I've mentioned this to you before, but they said they would rather I come home pregnant than with a tattoo.
Yeah. Sorry, plot twist. I didn't tell my parents that I had a tattoo for ages, like months, but there was never this big conversation. Like, what I said still stands. Like, I know that they are so like that, like, they don't care, but there was never this big conversation of them being like, why did you do that?
I think there was a few people and we were like genuinely shocked by like their responses,
Yeah.
Which was very cool.
Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah, I have about 30 tattoos.
No, I don't have any.
9, 10, 11, 12. My favorite tattoo is probably the tattoo on my belly, and it's of a horsey. And it's one of my favorite bands, my favorite album from my favorite band. It's like a horsey. Do you want to see it?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever really been that interested in tattoos, even though I admire them on other people.
I don't think that they need to have a meaning.
I like it if they have them for a reason. They say something, it might be something about their personality, and I think they can be quite nice. And some are very clever in with the colors on it. But I don't know. I think at my age, I don't think it's worth the bother.
I really can't wait to see what they look like when I'm like 80 years old and I'm all wrinkly. Because you see someone who's like 60 and it's like their old sailor tattoos from when they were like 16, and they just look like so faded. And I'm just really interested in how, when time passes on, they change their form. I think that's something that excites me as well.
Well, I know a lot of older people, but I think, and maybe they got them when they were younger. When I think of tattoos, I do think of younger people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every tattoo has a meaning, even if it doesn't have a meaning.
Yeah.
Because you're going to look back and you're going to remember
It's a
when you
memory,
got it.
definitely.
It's still like a... Yeah.
You remember what you did that day, at least one thing.
Stamp of time.
I can place every tattoo associated with a day.
I heard someone describe it as like, if you see a picture and you'll put it up in your house. And like, I heard someone describe their tattoos in the same way.
If I were built big enough and I had big arms, I'm really into opera, I'd probably have a picture of Lucia de Lammermoor on the night of her wedding after she's killed her husband. And I'd put that on my arm.
Well, your house isn't going to last forever.
Exactly.
Houses change, like, so
I still agree, though.
it's more like a fucking tombstone, if anything.
Do you think that your image of yourself changed when you started getting tattoos? Yeah, I think so. I think I like my body better. Like, I like getting tattoos in places that I don't really like about myself. Or like same for like piercings or all that stuff. It just like makes it more pretty and like, yeah. I think that really helps with like body image.
Probably see on the camera, I have really bad skin on my arms, and I think if I didn't have the tattoos, I'd be worried about covering my arms up and not showing off the skin, but because I have them and I like showing them off, like that bad skin doesn't really come close to making me want to cover them up. So I think that's a positive for sure.
I don't think it would change body image that much. Yeah, I feel like if you have a tattoo is more about the art than about your body. And obviously it's on your body and it's there forever. But I feel like
it kind of draws the eye away from the body and more towards like the artwork itself.
I guess they can give you more confidence, because I like to show them, obviously, because I love them myself. So you feel more comfortable showing your skin, which is nice.
If I'm wearing a jumper with long sleeves, I feel less confident because I want people to see my tattoos.
Like, as humans, we're always looking for a physical manifestation of like a new start, and I think tattoos can be that. They can be that freezing in time. They can be that like right, either this tattoo is both the end of like my past body and it's the beginning of my new one. Do you enjoy the feeling of getting tattooed?
I do.
Yeah?
I do. Obviously some parts hurt more than other parts, but for example on my back, that was so nice. And you know how when you get like a massage, that's really strong. It's kind of like enjoyable pain. So yeah.
It's good pain, weirdly. It doesn't feel as bad knowing that like it's something that you're passionate about.
It's kind of a nice pain, not in like a, is it sadism or masochism?
Yeah.
One of those ones. It's not like that. It's more like it helps me kind of be in my body more, because I've struggled a lot with like disassociation and like feeling like not real. So it kind of makes you like, it forces you into your body, which is nice. It's a nice feeling.
I don't know, I think it's like bittersweet, you know? Because I actually just thought, well, you were talking, that people think of tattoos as like representing permanence, you know, and you know, like that's on your body forever, but in a much more obscure way, I think they fucking represent like change, like time passing, because like your skin fades, and with that your tattoos will fade, you know, they'll change over time. The same as growing old, you know, like we'll all grow old and fade, and the thing I think about when I look at that tattoo is just the day I got it. And it was a simple day, just we all met up for coffee, someone said they wanted a tattoo, Tessa Hannigan, fair play, she didn't even get one in the end, that shit. No, we all just met up for coffee, and I just remember it being a really nice day. And when I look at that tattoo, I just remember that day. And yeah, basically.
I feel like it's just like remembering, I guess, of like just stuff that's really important to me, or like related to people that are important to me. Just some stuff that I want to remember forever.
I can't see if I'm in it.
At least you get in.
I am in.
Would you not like put it like down and then we can like all like cry or something? Like, can you not like sit, stand it, and then if we all.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm too close. Here.
This is even more.
I know.
Ashton, squeeze in the fork again. On the count of three, say,
Say grip.
One.
Say grip.
Say tattoo.
Who's gonna count?
Tattoo. Yeah, stunning.
Nice.
And cut.
Cut.
Cut. Cut.
That's a wrap.
And that's a wrap.
Cut.